What if I told you that every single morning, in one remote corner of the planet, the sky fills with hundreds of colorful giants, not by accident, but as part of a breathtaking daily ritual that defies both gravity and imagination? Picture this: it's still dark, the air is cool and quiet. Across a landscape of jagged rock towers and sweeping valleys, dozens of vans move silently through the night. Their destination: vast, empty fields where crews are already at work, unrolling massive canvases of nylon, connecting burners, and preparing for something that happens nowhere else on Earth. Because when the sun begins to rise over Cappadocia, the sky doesn't just light up, it comes alive. This isn't just a tourist attraction. It's a phenomenon, a daily miracle of human coordination, ancient geology, and pure visual poetry. But how did this place, a region in central Turkey known for its caves and early Christian history, become the hot air balloon capital of the world? And what does it take to pull off this spectacle, day after day, without fail? To understand that, we have to go back millions of years, long before balloons ever touched this sky. Cappadocia's story begins with fire. Volcanic eruptions from Mount Erciyes and other peaks blanketed the region in thick layers of ash, which over time hardened into a soft rock called tuff. Then, wind and water went to work, carving, sculpting, and etching the landscape into the famous, fairy chimneys and surreal valleys we see today. Early civilizations built entire cities underground, hidden from invaders. But it was this very terrain, dramatic, open, and otherworldly, that would one day call out to a different kind of pioneer. The hot air balloonist. In the 1990s, a few adventurous pilots looked at Cappadocia and saw something no one else had: the perfect natural stadium. The wide valleys acted like wind tunnels, creating stable morning air currents. The rock formations provided stunning visuals from above, and the sparse population meant few obstacles or restrictions. What started with one or two balloons soon grew. Locals watched, fascinated, as colorful orbs began dotting the sunrise. Word spread. Photographers arrived. And before long, Cappadocia wasn't just a historical site. It was a bucket list spectacle, but making it happen every day is a feat of military-like precision. The process begins hours before dawn, when a meteorology team analyzes wind patterns at different altitudes. Even a slight change can cancel the entire morning's flights. If the conditions are green, pilots and crews are alerted. They meet in the dark, driving to launch sites chosen based on that morning's wind direction. Each balloon is laid out carefully. Some are the size of small buildings. The envelope is inspected, the basket positioned, and then, with a roaring burst from the burner, the giant begins to inflate. What's fascinating is how little steering is involved. Balloons don't have engines or rudders. They travel with the wind, which is why timing is everything. Pilots use different altitudes like highways, catching currents that move in different directions to navigate across the valleys. From above, the view is staggering. Dozens of other balloons float nearby, some so close you can wave to passengers in the next basket. Below, the honeycombed rock formations glow in the morning light. It feels less like flying and more like drifting through a living painting. But this daily miracle doesn't come without risk. Every pilot is trained to read the sky like a language. They watch for sudden gusts, monitor their ascent and descent rates, and maintain constant radio contact with ground crews and other balloons. Safety isn't just a guideline, it's a culture. And that culture has allowed this spectacle to grow safely for decades. Perhaps the most moving part isn't the flight itself, it's the landing. After about an hour in the air, pilots guide their balloons toward open fields where chase crews wait. The descent is gentle. The basket touches down, sometimes with a soft bump, sometimes with a brief drag across the grass. And then comes a tradition unique to Cappadocia, the celebration ceremony. Passengers are greeted with champagne or local cherry juice, handed certificates, and welcomed into a kind of global club of those who have witnessed this magic from the skies. Today, Cappadocia hosts over 500 balloons on a busy morning, each one part of a synchronized dance that transforms the sky into a mosaic of color and dream. It's become more than an activity. It's a symbol of harmony between humans and nature, between adventure and tradition. And that's the real wonder of Cappadocia's balloons. They didn't just find a beautiful place to fly, they revealed a new way of seeing it. From the ground, this is a land of history and stone. But from the air at sunrise, it becomes a land of silence, light, and floating grace. A reminder that sometimes, to truly understand a place, you have to rise above it. Have you ever experienced a hot air balloon ride in Cappadocia or somewhere else in the world? Share your story in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Wonder Explorer for more journeys into the planet's most extraordinary places.